I'm Susie Bady. I live in Cabbage Tree Creek. I've lived in East Gippsland for 20 of the last 25 years. I'm an immigrant. I chose to live here because of all the places I've lived in the world. East Gippsland's the best. My appreciation for the natural environment and the independent, self-sufficient lifestyle is all the greater for the contrast it makes to the urban America where I grew up. For the last 20 years, I've been working in community health and support services. And in the course of this work, I have met across East Gippsland a community of everyday heroes. Grandparents well past retirement age, raising boisterous primary age kids with special needs because the generation in between is missing to, or worse, murdered by addiction. Women with acquired brain injuries resulting from family violence who volunteer and keep crucial local social inclusion programming running. Struggling people who chop their neighbors' firewood. Hard-working people who turn out to road accidents at night. Kind people who notice when somebody doesn't turn up to the neighborhood barbecue and make time to go around and check. I think East Gippsland's everyday heroes deserve more support than they get, and I'm standing for council because of a personal commitment to take every opportunity to make that happen. We have some pockets of real devastating disadvantage in East Gippsland, including one of our postcodes that recently made the ATO's top 10 list of poorest postcodes in the country. There aren't a lot of services in 3889. The council bus does come for about 2 hours each week, but the local neighborhood houses there are running food banks and community meal programs. Almost every other council in our state financially backs their neighborhood houses, but not ours. I think they deserve better. I think all of our health and welfare services deserve better because I think so they could do better to support our communities. I've heard a lot of rhetoric about our communities' identities as timber towns, especially since the state government decision to transition out of native forest logging. But in the census, I see that health and welfare as an industry employs twice as many people, 16% in East Gippsland, than forestry and farming and fishing combined, 8%. And that's not just true since the transition, that was true in several censuses before that. Not only is the health and welfare industry much larger economically in East Gippsland, but there's another important difference. Resource extraction finishes when the resources have been extracted. Health and welfare jobs make us healthier, more capable, more inclusive, and they will never not need doing. So in all this rhetoric about our local economy, why are we not talking about our hospital towns or our community services towns? State government funding cuts are threatening the ongoing viability of both Orbost and Omeo Regional Health Services. Already, child and maternal health services have been centralized and are all being run out of Bairnsdale. Already, there's no funded playgroup or kinder in Can River or GP you can see in Swifts Creek. Already, prohibitive gap fees are preventing our community from accessing primary and preventative care, and ambulances are ramping at the hospital because the emergency department is overwhelmed. Health funding is a state government responsibility, but our council could be doing more. It could be making the case for these essential services. It could, for example, be actively directing that timber industry transition funding to securing and improving those services and the jobs in delivering them. These are the jobs that make sure there's a minimum quality of life available to everybody in East Gippsland, and they are the jobs that, in fact, produce the bulk of the economic activity in our district. These are the jobs and services that support our everyday heroes. I think they deserve more, and I think you should vote to improve them.
Susie Bady, everybody.